Hello and welcome. Today I will be playing Tiny Rogues again. I had a fun time last time. There's a lot of new stuff to explore and I'm going to do my best to do that. So my plan today is to go to High Heaven with the Gunslinger and then maybe try again with the Mystic. I don't know how to get to High Heaven. I'm assuming I need 3 or 4 levels of good alignment. This is what it seems to suggest, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. So this character's base gimmick is Lucky Hit, so I guess anything that improves Lucky Hit is what I should aim for. I think Strength is better. Do I have to click, or is it auto fire? I can shoot faster if I click. That's always annoying. But it's an interesting... I don't think it's faster. It's somewhat random. Sometimes it shoots faster. I don't know. It's interesting though. But I guess while I play, I'm gonna try to... Yeah, it shot twice quickly there. I'm gonna try to talk about who knows what. Like, I don't know. The fact that human biology is complicated. And apparently the smell of formaldehyde, which is often used for, like, preservation, can make humans hungry. So, there's apparently an effect when medical students have to do like dissections. It can make them hungry afterwards, despite the whole dissection scenario. It's kind of interesting to think about. What there's nothing indicating the random fire rate variance. I mean, but it's kind of just biology's complicated, and as it kind of works, you never really know. I don't know if I have to dodge the bomb. I should probably test that at some point. But like, biology is super complicated and not like, obviously it's not logical. There's lots of weird specific effects. I don't think critical hits have anything to do with lucky hits. Probably the attack speed. Oh, never mind. Chain lightning. Just go all out on lucky hit. But like, there's a lot of weird biological things. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but that's bad. I shouldn't have gotten hit there. I'm trying to think of what it was. I had it in my head, and then the fight with the boss started, and it distracted me. Pretty crummy RNG. Move speed. Let's go with range damage then. Oh, it was about tardigrades, sort of. There's another species of animal that is not as widely discussed as tardigrades, but it also can live in extreme environments. Curse is worth 3 decks, I think. Like, it's kind of fun. I think it's an animal. I don't actually... I believe it's an animal and not another category. Because, like, there's various specific categories that are complicated. Like, microbes, bacteria, viruses, all that stuff is more complicated. Probably this. Either that or the staple gun. Oh, I should go for this because of the lucky hit, but I'll probably abandon it because it's only C rank scaling. Seems more fun to go with that, though. Yeah, it looks okay. Bombs. But I believe it was a species of animal. It was related to slugs? With a specific, there's a specific term for them. The lever. It's like tardigrades and similar creatures are interesting because it's like, oh, there's some article about how tardigrades are not extremophiles, but there's something. It's a different term that exists because they don't specifically seek out or thrive specifically with extreme conditions. It's just they can survive them. And like they can't even survive extreme, like crazy extreme conditions. Like they can't survive in boiling water for more than a few hours. Like they can still survive crazy stuff, but they're not like actually indestructible. Just I don't mess with set items. I should. Like they're not actually exceedingly unkillable, which is kind of sad to learn. They're hard to kill. They can survive in space and stuff, but it's not as impressive as it could be. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. Stealth. That's weird. It's probably good. These are... I don't... It doesn't state that they're two-handed. So the block is probably worth... the critical. Now the only okay, law shop, so I don't actually want to buy this. Because what I want is to become good, and I don't know how to improve that. And if the law shop is one that shows... Maybe if I don't enter the law shop, other shop types might show up. In which case, entering that was a bad idea. But that's only coming from other games that have that type of system. Though those have more of a, if you buy stuff, then it changes. I can't... Oh. Okay, more lucky hit. So I will currently be at 13 total? Or 13 from earned luck? Because yeah, 13 decks. So 13 from earned luck, which means with this I should be at 23 at least. Do they have... There, 23%, yeah. Which is currently somewhat useful because of the lightning, but I need more trigger-based items. Crit chance against enemies affected by a damage over time effect. That's not bad. It's maybe better? Probably not better. 20% damage is better than what I would get. CE, CD, very short, far. Guaranteed lucky hit, which is not the most important. Yeah, I'll grab this. It feels kind of slow though. the key. I don't have anything to sell, so I'll just blow this up. Oh yeah, I wanted to try this out. Oh, I did already I walked right into that. Hey, this shows up now. It didn't explain how this worked before. I would get poisoned and then have no idea what was happening. I wasn't paying anywhere near enough attention though. I shouldn't have gotten hit there. Sure, let's just do this for a bit. And this just seems pretty good. Hey, that's good. That's probably an upgrade. Actually, mathematically, it's probably not an upgrade. You know, it's definitely not an upgrade right now. There's a 23% chance to apply an effect that increases damage over time. And I do have damage over time, but it's not my primary source. And that was very good. I wanted to try this out. Yeah, I don't think it's really an upgrade. It's not bad. Oh wait, I was checking this with the wrong... I mean, this is still better, but... I was checking the wrong weapon. Which means that I should be at 33% lucky hit? If I'm using a ranged weapon? It's kind of neat. 7 bombs, I have plenty. Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm thinking about animals and centipedes because of these. I think centipedes are one of the more, unpleasant animals to think about. And like, house centipedes are not nice. When you just randomly see them climbing up a wall. I have neither. It's kind of... They're definitely not the best creature. I don't even know if house centipedes are technically centipedes. Because like plenty of things are named one thing and they're just not that. So I probably should check. House centipedes are very... I mean, it's because they generally show up in houses. That's kind of the worst part. The assassin part 2? Thief part 2. Perfect service. That's not useless, but that's more useful. I think the law shop isn't every floor. I'd rather get more HP. I could get more damage by getting the other one, but I think it's probably my best interest to get a little more HP before I start worrying about damage, especially for a piece of gear that I might replace. I don't know if I should avoid stepping on those. Like, I assume I should because they're red. It's like, oh, the signal is relatively clear. Bola crossbow, crit chance, interesting. Inflicts bola. Oh, cool. That's cool. I like that. That's a fun effect. That'd be good if it was ranged instead of magic. Yeah, I guess it's this. This is actually interesting. It's a little slow. Ooh, it pierces though, that's useful. Which in theory makes it even better for normal rooms. 4 keys is better. Okay, that's decent explosive damage. It's a lot of bombs. I said it's a snake. That's new-ish. Probably. Ooh, I don't know why I walked into that. Doesn't really synergize though, this weapon. This synergizes better. Oh, I was not paying attention. Ooh. Does the bomb explosion trigger lucky hits? Cause that would be useful. I mean, that's an easy decision maker. No, I'd rather not. I don't think it's worth it, but let's just drink that, because I'm going to need the space. Yeah, I'm thinking bugs. Oh, I'm going to try to play as I talk to my... Ooh, that's better. Oh, that's a different monster. I've never seen this before. Or boss. Something's going to show up out of the grates. I'm thinking about... gonna play Rain World sometime soon. Oh, okay, it enters even. And Rain World has slug cats. And I find it interesting that a slug cat, like a slug and a cat. Oh, trash flying everywhere. Okay. A slug and a cat combined are very much not cute. Like a cat's cute, a slug is not cute. It's a net loss. A slug cat, though, is actually kind of cuter than, I think, an average a cat. Like, it's kind of funny. Of course, it's a video game creature, so a video game cat will be cuter than a real cat sometimes, because it doesn't behave in the way a real cat does. That would be good if it was not intelligence. This is not bleed, right? Yeah, it's puncture. It's probably the better one to take, though. I mean, that might be better, the quiver, but... I don't know. It's not interesting. Dexterity. I am kind of low on keys. I need to play by looking at my character, not at the targets. I keep looking at the targets and not here. I need to shoot with my peripheral vision instead of... This is good. Yeah, I mean, this is just useful. So infusions are... pine resin. Like, the resins are what I want to drink. The potions are a magic-based one that does the same effect. So I want to collect all the resins in order to have the damage always. Because now I always have lightning. Potion... No, I would rather get resins than potions. But it's kind of... I'm just thinking animals. What would be cuter? Like, other weird combinations that wouldn't be awful. Oh, that's dexterity. It's a melee weapon though. I'll pick it up. But it's probably a bad idea. It's probably better to use this. Do I have stuff to sell? I have enough to sell. So, I'm not using the bola anymore. Because it's two-handed and I don't really like it. So do I want this? Assassin's Hood versus... no. Potions I could sell. That's worth keeping in case I eventually have a more debuff or dot-based build. Yeah. I don't like my sorting on the page though. Oop. That stamina regen is very slow. The gun, AA, lucky hit, probably better than the one I'm using now. Inflicts max stacks at once. Two times per second. Depending on how fast it shoots, that might be worth using with that other item. I'll have to see. Out of that, might as well go here. I think I might have been inside the explosion radius. I don't need this. That's not useful. That's not useful. I don't think she restores stuff. I could upgrade this. Because it's probably worth it. Having not used it at all. Oh, it does pierce too. That's great. That's very good. Okay, stare at my character. Use peripheral vision. I should have gotten hit there. Yeah, what is the randomized fire rate? I don't know. Is it lucky hit related or is it repeating? There's a repeating effect on guns. I still haven't tried this out. Primary attack damage while missing at least one heart. That's not bad. 100% increased effect of buffs. Okay. Nope. That might be better. Except I'd lose... okay, yeah. This is an offhand. 20 power is 20% damage. I mean, 25% would be better if I lose the HP, so carrying it is valuable. Law shop, let's not enter it. Don't know the mechanic. Don't have the souls. I need gold. They do have a lot more of these snaky creatures than they did before. Those are book or scrolls, which is interesting, but it's still another snaky monster variant, which is a little repetitive. Okay, let's try switching to the other cloak, where I apply fragility, which won't take effect this run, or this room, not run. Oop. Crimson Cloak attuned, good. That might be worth it. Because that dot from the disintegrate is pretty high damage curse. I'm out of keys. I probably shouldn't have wasted that. And this is interesting, but I'll probably just sell it if I can. It's probably better to sacrifice a heart. Okay, let's just check this. So I'm gonna be down a heart, it'll be better. And that stacks with it. Which buffs would be those? So just be a little more lightning and fire damage, which is probably not a huge improvement. Does give one more heart though. I am encumbered, so I need to keep in mind that that is a stat that exists. Oh, cool. It's an interesting, hey, that was bad. Should have read that, but I should have not gotten hit by that. I'm playing terribly. I deserve that. I don't know. I didn't have anything good gained by halfway through, and I need to get 3 levels of good. So it might be a random encounter that I need to hit. Sure, I didn't actually mean to click that, but that's whatever. The other one's the Mystic. Charms and Weapon. Still going for good. I'm still thinking about formaldehyde. Like, I don't want to go. They're kind of decks. It's better than bombs, probably. But it's kind of a mixed bag. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm thinking formaldehyde in high school. The various, every year, certain section of the school building would smell terrible from pig dissection. That was, I believe it would, no, it might not have been stored in formaldehyde. Mostly because of oh, cool. Mostly because formaldehyde is a carcinogen, but maybe only if ingested. I'm not actually sure. I mean, I can get the life back. Never mind. I thought the visual indicated that health or soul heart, or whatever they're called, but it did not take a soul heart, it took a pure normal heart. So maybe I misinterpreted something. On the tally of 5 primary attacks, you crit. Ooh, 10 guaranteed crits is probably really good against bosses. Every 10 seconds you get 10 crits. "20 guaranteed lucky hits" is kind of fun. Oh, it's one of these. Let's go with crit. I think that will be more effective against bosses. Especially since I don't need to stop attacking. See, my current bad habit is staring at the enemy that I'm targeting and not watching my character enough. Making it less making me less capable of dodging. Those look good. I have no idea what that is. I like that. Combat prowess. 8 seconds of 30% increased melee. What is the pure effect of this character? I can't remember. Charms and weapon. That's not synergistic. The suppression is useful. This is more consistent. This is probably better. Oh, I start with a magic find charm. Cool. It's an interesting mechanic. But now I'm back to thinking about slug cats. Okay, like... Oh, and then I thought about how coyotes and dogs are the same. They aren't, but like... In the sense... Ooh, so that'd be 40% critical? Is probably better. That's definitely the right choice. Yeah. But, oh yeah. That says soul heart. But it doesn't take the soul heart. In this case, it doesn't really matter because I die either way, but... It's just kind of questionable that it has the soul heart indicator, but it takes the normal heart first. Despite the fact that, you know, if you take a hit, the soul heart is what gets consumed first. But coyotes and dogs can produce offspring, and said offspring can actually produce offspring itself, unlike horses and donkeys, which can produce offspring within their mules, and the mules can't produce offspring. I think the same with lagers and stuff. They, like lagers and the other one that is the same but opposite gender, I think. Like, the parental gender dictates the name, maybe? But I think they are impotent. Or infertile is more accurate, probably. And it's kind of... It's interesting that coyotes and dogs are not that. Tailwind. Triggering the on-combat start effects is useful. But... none of these are amazing, I think. This doesn't work with what I have because I already have pretty good crit effects. But that would be fun. If you hit 10 times fast enough, you trigger your dash effects. Your dash effects trigger your combat start effects. You can have combat start effects that trigger various things. Okay. Let's go swagger just in the hopes that I can get some on-dash effects. If I can get some fun on-dash effects, it'll be great. Ah, now suppression now. Oops. Yep, that was bad. Like, there was... Oh, on a podcast, an episode talked about how there's like a population of white coyotes where people are like, oh, a dog went missing chasing after a coyote at sometime in the past. And it's like, hey, maybe that's why this population of coyotes is here, because the white coyote, the gene that causes it, is the same as a specific thing about Labrador retrievers or something. That's cool. That should be 80% faster tick rate of periodic effects, which would include this, I assume? Yeah, 77.14 seconds, which is not... I mean, that's not even 40% faster, right? That's not even 30%, unless I'm misunderstanding how it works. But I would have assumed it would do more than that. It's still good, but... I think I need gold. Yeah, the fact that coyotes and domestic dogs are that closely related is kind of neat. Coyotes are very weird. I don't know. It's weird to say that there's like weird mythos. Uncommon. I think that's better. They get more choices. Bad and bad. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a coyote in like any context. I've seen a bear. I've seen various animals in zoos. I don't think there's... I've been to like 2 different zoos ever, maybe 3. But I don't think there's ever been like coyotes. Kind of like there wouldn't be raccoons, except for the fact that there are just normal raccoons that will wander. And raccoons are kind of scary too, because of rabies. There was one time where cousins who were, you know, similar age to me, well no, they were a few years older, but they were still like children age. They were very cavalier about approaching a random raccoon. And then my parents were like, don't approach raccoons. And so for like a week I was terrified of raccoons. I still wouldn't walk up to a raccoon though. Because that's an unnecessary... Oktoberfest. It's an unnecessary risk. Approaching an unknown raccoon for no reason. This rabies is not fun, to my understanding. Oh, cool. It's applying to multiple. Does it apply to everything? If everything has the same health, does it apply to it all? That would be an interesting fact. Like if everything, the lowest health of everything is max health, does it apply to both? I'm gonna wait a second. It only applies to one, which means that it just applied to the second one for the first application wore off. Set items. But coyotes are... Yeah, like coyotes and raccoons and such all have, I don't know, an urban implication for very different reasons. Oh, that's probably good. Because well, it's good for now. It's probably not good long term, because this is not the best weapon. The hornet? No, it's a bee. These are such weird... Oops, I deserve to get hit there because I wasn't paying attention. These are such weird creatures. Mostly the whole stingers. It's kind of... Presumably, there's a chance that them losing their stingers and dying is beneficial. Evolutionarily for, like, the queen. But why? I probably want that. Huh? Disable your offhand, but your weapon is considered a two-handed weapon. Could it not just say your weapon is considered a two-handed weapon? And that has the implication of not being able to use your offhand? That's a helmet. That's probably better. Eventually. Maybe not right now, though. But it's interesting. HP. I'm glad I didn't accidentally hit that. The HP is probably more valuable because it's relatively rare. I say having just bought more HP. Yeah, I don't do good damage. I need a better weapon than this. I didn't actually check if I had enough bombs. I'm glad I did. These Frankenstein's monsters and their explosions. I was supposed to say explosives, but it's explosions. Okay, this should be an upgrade. B, and this is a melee, but it's a dex melee. Stackable physical element, increase physical damage by 10. It can stack up to 100% damage, so you can get double damage. Reduces global tally threshold requirements by -1. Which should mean 4 primary attacks and 9 primary attacks, which is interesting. I will lose the critical from this weapon. But it's the exact same type of weapon. Interesting. I'll try it for a bit. I have keys. Oops. It might be doing better damage. Or these guys are squishier than the ones on the floor before. Both are possible. Wait, give me the other piece of the one I'm using. Nope. I'll carry it, but that's not what I want. Oh, 3 Monty? And I'm good. 3 shell, 3 card. 3... Oh, I don't... That hit felt weird, but it probably wasn't. Yeah, I think these are still better. Which is kind of sad. Gold. Yeah, let's go for gold. Kind of a funny game. Like, it's fairly relaxed, but it kind of... It really does feel like for me, personally, get a good item, or really a good weapon, and then the game's easy if you get it, and if you don't, then it's kind of rough. There's probably more to it than that, and I'm just relying on good weapons as a way to get carried, but... Charms are doubled, but a rare item could be anything. Oops, I don't know why I didn't dodge that. Well, I know why I didn't, because I'm bad, but... It's a very simple reason. But... Why am I bad? I don't know. Lack of skill, lack of paying attention. Bad habits. Oh, that would have hit me. I do think I really enjoy the overall expansions that have been, or the increase of whatnot to the game. Ooh. That probably doesn't combo with either of those. Because that's not a zealot's robe. Shoot a pretzel projectile. Huh. That's neat. So this should be 100% increased debuffs? Do I have any debuffs? I mean, nettles. So actually, if I applied debuffs with anything, then these debuffs would be better. Oh, let's go to the law shop. See if there's anything useful. Sound damage. 6 strength is not totally worthless. I think soul hearts on level up is probably worthwhile. Yeah. It's sort of a weird factor. Don't like anything that takes too long just kind of becomes obnoxious. It's like not having enough damage to kill these super quick just feels bad. Partially because it makes it much easier for me to mess up and get hit like I should have been hit there. Kinda neat. Kinda wanna go back to thinking about animals. I keep getting sidetracked from thinking of animals that would be better than slug cats that are like a combination of a normal, cute-ish animal and a kinda gross animal. And the first thing that comes to mind is spiders, and spiders are never good. Curse, good. Okay, I guess precision is bad. So the only real option is double trouble. But I don't know. It's not amazing. I'll have to get more repeated attack effects. Do I have a stat for repeated attacks? Chance to trigger attack repeat 0. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing for me if I don't find something that increases the chance to repeat attack. Oh, I should. Yep, I definitely. I deserve to be hit there, but I thought I somehow didn't. I am not paying enough attention. I mean, that looks fun. It's probably not amazing for bosses, but I got poisoned. On kill, gain hunger. That might be really good. With all the critical effects. But it's probably better to just not waste my money. Yeah, sure. Nope, this is bad. It's not terrible. It's just not... It doesn't have enough impact. It doesn't sort of stagger them in place. I think the level up is more valuable to push towards. But... Well, and the int actually does help with some weapons, so... Okay. I was standing too close. I'm full on charms, and I don't think any of these are terrible. I don't know if I should drink those right there, but... Yeah, I don't do that much damage. Oh, these shoot me, okay. So I could ignore them. I shouldn't, but I could. Oh, suppressed. Suppressed is an interesting word. Because it makes you think, like, suppressed memories and such. Or at least it does for me. That's like the biggest impactful suppression. These might be. I wonder how that interacts with double the effect from weapon enchantments. So the status effects, not buffs. That's 20 damage. It's an offhand that doesn't do anything, so I guess this is the best choice for now. This is sort of my issue with why I don't love roguelites, whatever. Because it's just sometimes you don't get that fun, lucky. I should have gotten hit there. Like the most fun to me personally is you get a fun, interesting run that has like maybe some sort of synergy or it's just crazy strong for whatever reason. Those are very much preferable to runs where just kind of nothing happens. And this is one of those runs that does not feel like anything is happening. Probably not good. DNA alteration. Huh? Stackable status effect that consumes all stacks to deal 100% of accumulated damage as wound damage upon reaching 2 stacks. That's weird. That's just a weird one. It's just like a 2-stack status effect that does 100% of accumulated damage, so it's the amount of damage dealt by both attacks that stack the effect, I assume. I should probably go for this. But that's 2.5, 1.9. That's 10 to 11, 14. That's probably better damage. Unless I'm completely wrong. Yes, it's AoE, so it's less effective single target, but... still not very good, unsurprisingly. Still probably usable. It's probably worse than what I was using, somehow. Okay, I mean, it's better than that one, though. Maybe the throwing stars are my best bet. They're definitely not my best bet. That's really bad. That. I guess maybe it's more accurate to say my damage has just, oops, been completely outscaled by the monsters. And somehow because of that, this is still probably my best weapon for AoE. It's probably worse for single target like the shark is gonna be. Because the multi-hit's probably more effective there. I don't have armor. Yes. I positioned myself in a bad position where it could hit 2 walls in rapid succession. So it sprinted at me near instantly. If it hit this wall, and then I was over here, it would have hit wall, maybe one more wall before charging me. Instead, hit the wall again, charge me instantly. See, I need to position better. Sure, they might save my life. Ah, that's actually pretty free. This will be all evil stuff. Yeah, I don't want evil. So this is a waste of time, but it's a learning experience. I don't need bombs. I'm just gonna lose, probably. Unless I get something that does anything. And a lot of crits. Something that would work with crit would be nice. I don't think that will save me. The ruler of Atlantis. Not really. Neptune is the ruler of the ocean. Oops, that was deserved. Peripheral vision's kind of interesting with how it has better night vision, sort of, than regular vision does because of cones or some factor. Now, I have no source for this. So I could just be misremembering something. Or it could just be false. That should have hit me. Yeah, it felt terrible as a boss fight. I'm halfway through and it's this slow of a kill already. Huh. Charm. Crushing hit chance. Sure. It's probably useful. That's neat. Still no good gains. I saw a random event, I believe, at one point that gave me some amount of good, but I don't know how much. That's bad. I should have gotten hit there. I was too slow. Yeah, normal rooms really feel like they shouldn't be taking this long. Sure. Nope. So I'm assuming it's the snowmen that are doing the circle attack with the spikes, given that it's not the ice cream people. So are they walling into rams? Ramming into walls? Yes, they are. I guess that isn't useless, but it's not that useful. Ah, a Yeti. I'm gonna die here because I'm gonna get hit by a single snow cone. Ice cream cones hit. I don't have any consumables. I just don't do damage. Maybe I made poor choices. That's always, I would say, a good chance. But also, I just haven't, it doesn't feel like I've gotten any, I should have gotten hit there. I think I've gotten any fun weapons, basically. Like, I really just need a weapon. Still nothing. Got saved by this. That's probably the better choice. Okay. Knob twiddler. Weird. I don't want that. CB could be good. Lucky hit. Maybe. CC, mana drain. EC 397. Magic was probably the right choice. Can I just... I can't. Sure. Nope. It does not help at all. I still do absolutely abysmal damage. Oh, just home in at least. That is at least something. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it doesn't do better damage than what I had before. In fact, it might be worse. It's more too distracted by the fact that my item was terrible. Oh, that's fun. I like that. The like sound effect roar shape. That's very good. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. I should have died right there. Ah, the suppress saved me. It's probably the safest weapon that I have because it homes. I should have been hit there. Yep. I was gonna say I'm bad at dodging. Oh, it was an attempt. I'm done. Because that was kind of tilting. Just felt kind of bad to not get anything that felt effective. But I'll continue another time. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.